What's up, everyone? Welcome back, all Reds advocates. Manchester United 5, Club Brugge 0, through to the next round of the Europa League. And before I start the video, I just got the Arsenal score by the side of me. Sorry about that. I should really mute that. But prayers to all Arsenal fans right now. Maybe you can salvage something out of this season, but it's definitely not going to be Champions League football because you ain't winning the Europa League now. And you're definitely not getting top four. But with that being said, emphatic 5-0 victory. I thought we bossed it the whole game. I just have my notes written down here. From the start, I think we were energetic. Had a few early chances. Bruno hit the post. Even to be fair, Bruges had a half chance, and they could have scored, but they didn't. But after that, I think it was pretty dominant. I think 22nd minute we won the penalty. Dan James shot. I don't know what the defender was thinking. Stuck out his arm. I think Mignolet would have got that, but he did what he did. He got the red card, and let me just say, how long it took for the referee to the fact that he even went to the screen is disgraceful. It took 4 minutes to check an obvious red card offence. You could see clearly that the defender's hands were far away from his body. He intentionally went to block that with his arm. So is that not a red card offence? Why did it take so long for the referee to do that? Why did it take the referee so long to do that? I don't know. But yeah, Bruno with another penalty, calm and collected. Trust me, this man, and we'll get onto his performance in a second. This man he bossed the whole game. Man of the match again, in my opinion. He was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it just goes to show. It was the 26th minute when Bruno took the penalty. Why did it take so long? And then for 2-0, it was a great passage of play. Probably one of the best moves of the season from Man United. Bruno chips it into Mata, right side of the box, and he squares it to Agardo on the volley. That's a tough technique for Mata to pull off, and he did it. Just goes to show, even though, he's lost the pace, the quality never leaves. And to be fair, he looks great alongside Bruno, and it just goes to show what kind of influence he's having on the players around him. And yeah, Igalo gets his first goal for Man United. Congratulations for him. First Nigerian to play, and now he's the first Nigerian to score. He dominated the first half again. Could have been more. And let me just get up. When we scored the third, we scored the third in the 41st. So first half it ended 3-0. McTominay again. I think from that one we won back the ball. And then Fred just played it to McTominay just outside the box, and it was such a calm finish from McTominay. I heard the commentator say, it's easy to just go and blast that one. But no, side-footed it calmly. And what a finish from McTominay. And it's good to see him back, getting minutes. Obviously, he's not going to play the full 90, but he's going to be important for us for the remainder of the season. So it's important to keep him fit. And let me just say, before I round up the rest of the goals, tonight was an entertaining performance. I don't know how Ollie set them up differently. Obviously, we played a 4-2-3-1, so that was the same as last. But the way we played, it was just expansive football, and you feel like the more Bruno's getting to gel with everyone and he's getting used to the team, the way he plays and wants to play is becoming effective. Because I don't think that Solskjaer has a main tactic, whether we play defensive or attacking. I just think he puts out the formation and puts out the players. But I feel like it's down to the players to dictate how we play, and Bruno definitely did that tonight. And I want to mention Bruno and Fred's, I said Fruno. But yeah, Bruno and Fred's link-up play, brilliant. Fred driving into spaces, and he'll pass perfect. His pass is 1 point tonight to Bruno. And what I mentioned from the last game is playing out from the back quickly to the midfield so that we can transition it quickly again to the attack. And that's what we were doing constantly tonight, putting pressure on Bruges to get back into position every time they lost the ball. And I think Fred and Bruno were the main sources of that, where as soon as Fred would pick up the ball, he would put his head up, either drive forward or play it into Bruno or play it into the channels. And they did it brilliantly all night. 4-0. Fred with the first of his 2 goals. You know, Lingard got an assist, fair play to him. And nothing much I can say about that. Nice tap in for Fred, and then in added time, Fred got his second, 5th overall. Another nice finish, like a McTominay type finish from the first half. Just side foots it into the net. Easy win. And everything good for that. And as I said before at the beginning, everyone around Bruno, they looked a better player. Mata, Fred. Fred loves Bruno because he's actually got someone now he can play it into, and they create it. One touch, boom, look, head up, pass it. That's what you want as a attacking midfielder, especially when you're a midfielder playing it, because you don't want a guy that's just going to play it back every time, and then you have to end up playing it back because you've missed the spaces. Going on to the match ratings now. Romero gave him a standard 6. Didn't have much to do in the game. You know, easy for him. Wan-Bissaka 7. I gave Bailly and Maguire all 7s as well. I thought, standard performance. They didn't have to have much to do. But for me, Luke Shaw gets an 8. He gets a lot of criticism for his attacking play. No doubt about his talent defensively, but his attacking play gets a lot of criticism. And I think today he was brilliant, driving forward into spaces. He had a chance to score as well. But, Luke Shaw, he's the least of our problems, and I think he's a good player. Good player for us. He gets an 8. Positive performance today. Going into the midfield, McTominay gets a 7. Another solid performance with a well-taken goal. Nothing much and nothing to complain about him. Fred, 8. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, like I mentioned. Link-up play with Bruno on point. And him driving into spaces. Scored 2 tonight. Is that something that we'll get used to seeing, hopefully? Because that's the one thing that everyone kind of holds against him, is his finishing and goal scoring. So hopefully he can get in those positions and finish more regularly for us. And then on the wing, Dan James, a standard 6 for me. I think, when he gets the ball, he's always going to look to run. He's best when he is set through and just let run in. Standing 6, didn't do too much, didn't do too less, But I think everyone in the team played well and did what they needed to do. Mata on the right, I thought he played so well. Again, he's another one who had great link-up play with Bruno. And he's that type of player with the one-touch passes. And Bruno is that type of player as well, because he has the quality. So Mata really fed off of that. So 7 for me. Bruno, man of the match. I was so torn between 9 and 10 that I just ended up giving him a 9.5. Seriously, this man, he's come in and he's hit the ground running. Man of the match performances back to back to back to back. This guy is serious. And I just hope that we can get the right players around him in the future so that he can thrive even more next season. And then, as in the striker's position, Igalo, 7 from me. Happy for him to get his first goal. Standard performance. He looks a bit rusty still, like he's getting used to it, but all these minutes will help him, and hopefully he'll get back to full match fitness. You can see, and I even tweeted it on Twitter, I said Martial and Mason Greenwood, they can learn a lot from his movement, because the way he moves as a striker is the way that we need, our Martials to move. Mason, eventually, when he moves up top, he has the movement of a proper striker. And I think those two can learn a lot from him. And the subs gave them all a 6 standard. Lingard, Greenwood, a Chong. Lingard got his assist. Well done to him. I don't think from now he's going to have a lot of involvement in the squad. So these Europa League games will probably be his only chance to play. Greenwood 6. Could even gave him a 7, to be honest. But He's always positive when he comes on and shows his quality. And Chong, he could have even scored. I gave him a 6, but that's kind of a harsh 6 as well. Could have been a 7 because again, positivity, could have scored. He was unlucky, and overall, it was a good performance from the team. It was a brilliant performance, in fact. You know, looking back at the game on the weekend against Watford, where we ended up playing not the best, but you know, it's been like that the whole season, inconsistencies, etc., etc. And we won 3-0 against Watford, but it just didn't feel like a 3-0 game because we just weren't 100%. We weren't at it. That first half was poor. But this game, entertaining. Second half, we dropped off a bit, but that's understandable. The game was done in the first half, and then we got the 2 in the second half to finish the game. But in the end of the day, it was a brilliant, brilliant game, brilliant performance from the lads. I think we fully deserved it. Looking to go into the next round, and interesting to see who we draw. I mean, nothing much to say. If I was to rate Ollie, I would say give him an 8, 9. What else is there to say? He, you know, set out the team and they played well, played fantastically. In fact, made subs at the right time, brought off Bruno so that he can have a little rest going into the weekend's fixture against the in-form Everton side. You know, they're gonna be no rollover, and it's away from home, so we're gonna have to be at our best to beat them. And then we'll have the FA Cup next week, Thursday, against Derby County, which should be interesting with Rooney returning. But obviously, this has been a Res Advocate. You guys put in the comment section below what you thought of the performance and what you thought of the game and who was your man of the match. Mine was Bruno Fernandes. Once again, he's just been brilliant, an absolute revelation. And as I said before, if we put the right players around him, he is going to be a world beater.